Heat makers. Crack music.
Y'all now rockin' with 4 for 100. Let's go. To keep it real, it's not a chore for beloved. When they say it's up, put it on the floor, they gon' love it. I popped up in all them 4 doors that they covet. All in 2-seaters, cause a few fevers. Got all the ops hot, they wonder why I'm not shot. The way we used to step on them squares like hopscotch. I'm one of them ones that God got, he starts plots. Until the clock stops, we gon' turn it up a notch. They watching the stop clock while we burning up the block. I'm still learning a lot, I son them, let them talk. I'm still letting it slide like I got my son at the park. Cause I know that we could be gunning, running from knocks, but we stop for the lesson. It's positive progression, to kick it with the like-minded. Can't spend your life blinded, rewind it, arsonist behind it.
Back on the pickpocket.
Whoa.
I tell you, that Paris lady, she dope.
Yeah, we got everybody here looks nice, looks good today.
Yeah, I see y'all gang banging.
Yeah,
Nah,
on the set.
chill.
Y'all gang banging on the set with that.
One of
on.
these things are not like the other.
Oh, yeah, I ain't in. I guess I'm with all colors too.
Yeah, because he's fuzzy, you're fuzzy wuzzy. Fuzzy wuzzy had a big Fuzzy wuzzy had a big He fuzzy with a purpose. You're fuzzy, just fuzzy.
He just fuzzy.
Yeah. Speaking of that purpose, let's hear more about that purpose.
You know what I'm saying? This is the Stewart collection. You know what I'm saying? This is something red. This is the mohair.
Starting to feel neglected over here. Still waiting for my fit, though.
It's real soft and smooth for you. You know what I'm saying? You got to be hot.
My man told me I couldn't even touch it because I smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, you don't want that.
We're not the cigarettes we're concerned about.
We're not going to escape the fact that I'm still waiting for my apparel because me and him wear the same size.
Well, listen, for everybody who is waiting for the apparel, it's coming out next month, December.
We ain't talking about everybody. I'm talking about me.
Well, you gonna get yours. Be quiet for a second. Everybody else got to order too. So everybody who want to order, you gonna have it on December between December 15th. I should have it. Everybody, you can pre-order. Hit me up in the DM at Stewie8347. Put your name on the list, and I'm ready to get back to you, contact you, and then you can order your set too.
Yeah,
so,
serious inquiries only. That's when they don't give you the price. They just put that in the catalog.
Yeah.
Whatever y'all do, don't hit you big because he ain't gonna hit you back.
Hit me up. Let me know exactly what. I got all the 5Xs.
I get it for you on the low.
And I got big sizes too. So if you're a big person and you feel like you need something too, I got you covered as well. So
that's true.
That's true. And for the record, I would never. Okay.
You would never do it. I'm doing it right now. I'm telling you, if you hit Kush at 4.
Do a rug pull.
Yeah. Send me your credit card information.
All right, so let's get to the show.
All right, I'm sorry.
Welcome back to the show.
All right,
welcome back.
How you guys feeling today?
Feeling good.
What were you listening to this morning? Oh, sorry, not this morning. On the way to the studio.
No Face. I just was informed that was an old song, but it's new to me. Drake, No Face, Tough. I thought Drake was back, but apparently I was late to the party. So
what was that? Is that on his 100 gig thing that he has?
I don't think
so. I think that is
it was.
Oh,
okay. Yeah. I know I heard the single. I fell in love with the song. I was so hyped that he was back on it, but my co-host and friend over here said that song is old. So, but it's new to me. I like it.
What do you guys do?
I got to listen to that Tory Lanez Lost Tapes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
stuff. Yeah.
Some Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
What about you?
Good news on his side too. I was listening to I started listening to Tyler the Creator's album. First couple tracks is decent, but then I went into Maybach Music, the entire series, and let me just tell you, these records are timeless.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
All of the Maybach.
Yeah.
Put you
absolutely
in the vibe.
timeless.
Put you in the vibe.
Shout outs to everybody putting a hard verse that's
What's
just
your favorite
like.
one? And put you on the spot.
Well, I gotta go Jay.
Makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool.
I ain't mad at that.
That's good. Now, what were you listening to?
My favorite one is, since you didn't ask me, was the Super High with Neo. I think that's my favorite one. Super High.
I'm talking about I'm talking about Maybach Music. That's not a. Isn't that an Aston Martin music?
No, Super High is the Maybach music. That's not that's one of the Maybach musics.
Which one?
Don't
do that. I just was listening to it.
I found it for you mid-episode.
All right, cool.
I was listening to Kanye West, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was listening to Kanye, and I was like, you know what? Like, older Kanye was, older Kanye West was like really, really my vibe. You know what I mean? He definitely has
College dropout.
College Dropout, and what's that? My Beautiful Dark Secret
Secret
Fantasy.
Fantasy, yeah.
That one was really good. So I was listening to a lot of that.
Okay. And funny,
Two
when college
words.
dropout, I bought a brown suede jacket just because of that album cover.
Really?
Yeah, in college, yeah, I had a brown suede Banana Republic jacket.
And I listened to Watch the Throne too. I was watching. You know how it all just leads you into like.
You mean not
Right.
watch, you listen to Watch the Throne.
Yeah.
You said watched. Sorry, but go ahead.
All right, hit your lines, man. You feel the need to correct me today.
That's what we doing. That's
Well,
what we
please,
doing.
Everybody hit the like and subscribe button. We got great content, so please hit us. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
We got
Click that.
33,000 subscribers. Come and join the family, and
Join
we
the
appreciate
family.
it. We got great
Let's
content
get it.
for
Let's
you.
get it.
It's
Yes,
going
yes.
on.
So we're gonna dive right into some original topics today.
What we doing?
Welcome to back home. Nice to be back home with our good topics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with the topic. Obviously, I'm not looking at my phone. I'm gonna get the notes because somebody again.
Oh yeah. The cards are in the car. That is a fact. The cards are in the car.
It's
first
less
topic.
than 1 mile away. It's right there. Less than
I'm
Yeah.
gonna get everybody in trouble right now. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start with Biko on this one. I'm gonna go chores in the household. That's a topic that you actually came up with. I'm blowing you up.
Yeah, I did a while back because I was angry with you guys who say that, hey, listen, I'm a provider. I do everything. I'll be damned if I. No, you ain't say that. But I'm just saying. No, I think
That sounded good. I got you.
But I did say then that we should, help out around. Like we all live here. We all got to contribute. We all got to make sure things happen. And it shouldn't be no ego towards that type of contribution. I've seen people act as if like at the end of a hard work day for everybody that the responsibilities of one is over, and I just don't agree. I think that everybody still needs to contribute and make sure that things are
Can I chime in?
in order. Sure, absolutely.
Well, I believe after a hard day of work, if you have kids, they do their chores. Their chores is.
Lucky you! I got a 6-year-old. You want eggs all over the floor?
Yeah, I got a 7-year-old brother. He could do something. He'll take a little behind over to the trash can, put it in the trash, and I get my oldest 17. Now you take out the trash. Like after if you're talking about as far as just a couple, yeah, I believe what I'm saying. How chores should be shared. You know what I'm saying? Like if she cooks, I wash the dishes. You know what I'm saying? Like things of that nature. It shouldn't be a big thing. A big back and forth because you work, because if she works, whether at a job or if she's just a mother at home, that's still working as well. So and sometimes that job is harder than just going to work and doing your ones and twos.
Are you trying to make up for that stuff you said on the last episode?
He working.
Yeah.
Let him work. Let him cook.
I'm just saying.
Let him cook.
Oh, Skilly K.
You know what? I've been blessed in my life sometimes, to have.
With the nice sweatsuit. Okay.
Yeah,
go.
that too. Yeah, that too. I got you. Don't worry, brother. I got you.
I'll put it up there.
I got
Okay,
you.
all
I got
right.
you.
Brother Nunzi.
In my life, to sometimes have run across women that were willing to do that. You know what I mean? They didn't care. They wanted to clean. Like I had no problem. They'd be up to 3:00 in the morning. That's what they want to do. But I'm never going to sit there and say that you shouldn't participate or help out in that function. You know what I mean? You should play. Some people like to do it their way. So hey, if you want to do it your way, I'm not gonna fight you on that. But I'm saying if you do find a mate that you need to help out, help out.
Yeah, definitely toss him.
I think the word chore is like a nasty word, right? I think it's something that's young that's supposed to train you when you get older for things you're just supposed to do. I think when we start talking chores, then that's like a turnoff. So like you get older, your girlfriend, your wife, she cooks, wash the dishes. Not a chore. That's just a mature thing to do because obviously you never want her to throw in your face, I've been slaving in the kitchen and now I got to wash these dishes. You feel me? Taking out the garbage. Those are things that you should learn as a kid that's supposed to be embedded in you that when you get older, you just should do naturally. I don't think it should be a chore. I think when the chores come in, I think that's where the divisiveness in the household comes because it's like, you said, and it's like, oh, I've been sitting here all day. Or then we start judging what your job description is, right? If your wife or your shorty is a receptionist, I'm a construction worker, or I'm somebody who's using my hands and I'm whatever, then I'm like, you ain't did nothing all day but answer the phone. You could do this. Right? And then we start playing that game.
Yeah, that's definitely
That's a
true.
bad game.
But that's
Yeah,
a horrible
terrible,
game. It's a
it is
losing
terrible
game.
It's like when you play the bill game, right?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
when you play the bill game, it's like, well, I paid this and I play that. It says, sweetheart, See hard. When credit card come out when we go out to go eat.
Pretty much, basically.
Yeah, and then you start playing that game and she go, well, who gave you these kids? You can take them back.
Let's not get there. Let's not go that far.
I'm not even going to go comment on that
But
last
you know
one.
what?
But
There is certain situations where you definitely have to intervene because sometimes their cleaning level or the way they make.
no, the cleaning level.
No. Or washing clothes, the chore level is not up to par as what you may want. You know what I'm saying?
What in the
Like,
Stewart house is going on here?
No, I'm
The
just saying.
cleaning
No,
level.
I'm just saying. Like, say for instance, if you washing clothes, I done came across a person who throw everything in the washing machine together.
Oh, okay.
And then
Now I see what you're
okay.
saying.
if I buy me a fresh pack
Yeah,
of polo tees,
don't put that with the pastels. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
Like
saying?
whites go with the whites, baby.
You know, if I buy me
Period.
a fresh pack of polo tees and you throw it in there with the blue, see, you got me cursing. Because now I got
Oh no, yo,
See,
hey yo,
see.
Kush, that hit home.
Yeah.
Yup,
That hit home, right?
that hit home. That hit-
that's going to
I
affect
seen
me.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
Obviously.
That's going to affect me because now
Or
I
you gonna
got to
get
buy
mad
me.
she put that bad boy inside the washing machine.
Oh,
See, then we got problems.
Here we have it. No, but you know what it is? I would say chores. I don't think chores is a bad word. It's just it's adult chores, but translate from a kid. You know,
No, when things are embedded in you, like when you talk about
no,
schoolwork.
it's not. You
Think
so?
about it like this: when somebody's teaching you math and they teach you stuff as a kid, when you get older, people don't be like, when you go count your money, go, "Less time to break out math." They go, "You can count your money," because it's been embedded in you from younger how to count, divide, figure out whatever.
But you
They
gotta
don't yell out to you, "It's time to do science." It's like, no, it's about the rain. Let me go check the weather channel. So it's supposed to be, you're supposed to be conditioned
But
for that
Yes, sir.
conversation.
But I
but
would
we
say-
also get conditioned to like be a man and just like let her do it.
nah,
And that's-
no.
No. We have been don't act like it hasn't.
Man,
I'm-
wait. You said we have been conditioned by whom to let a woman do it? Because in all reality, who says that tending the household is basically a woman's job? Like
No one said that. What I'm saying is it does feel manly when your girl is walking around the house cleaning up and you just get to watch the game. That is a good feeling. And we as men sometimes
Especially if she's really good at it, right?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying it's very
Right.
why are y'all leaving me on this island? Like when
You start talking.
yeah, like
No,
that
no.
was on
Right
you.
now you're on Stu Island because he's agreeing with you. So
Yeah,
you
but-
on Stu Island. Y'all
You
drinking?
wanna be on Stu Island?
No, y'all drinking
Me-
margaritas.
me-
We got on Stu Island before and got torched.
What I said is we need to be cautious of that kind of behavior, sitting there and just relaxing in your man, like, oh yeah, I'm a man. And
But
look
you
at her
said it
going
feels
around
good.
here.
But
It does.
me personally, watching my woman just do it all, like, and if she wants to do it now, don't get me wrong, I would say I am guilty of doing something in a certain way where I know she will dislike and
yeah.
have her do it over. She can't say
Don't let out the
I
secrets,
didn't
bro.
do it.
See,
That's
he's
called
spiteful.
weapon. Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
spiteful. It's called
That's weaponized
No, it's called
ignorance.
strategic.
Nah, that's actually
it-
abusive. It's called weaponized
No,
ignorance. It's when you.
It's called
it's when you-
strategic. It's called
It's when you
it's
put
like
the clothes
you-
in the
no,
dishwasher and say, "I had no idea."
But you
It's
can't
not.
say
It's not okay.
Can't do
Come
that.
on, Beaker. You can't say that's not a strategic move because then
He
she's never
didn't
gonna.
say he didn't say it wasn't strategic.
Nah,
He just
nah,
said
he-
he
diabolical.
Yeah.
He's saying it's diabolical and cynical.
It's called genius. Like you're never gonna want me to do it now because I did it wrong too many times.
Let me jump to the next topic, which is
All right,
probably
cool,
gonna be a
yeah.
little bit more for us. But just for the record, I was looking this up. It was Maybach Music V1. John. It was on. It was on God Forgives and I Don't.
Maybach Music, which?
The third one, Maybach Music with Neo. God Forgives and I Don't.
That was his
okay.
mixtape.
No,
No, God forgive, I don't.
what's his album?
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
my
Was the
fault,
album?
my fault,
All
my
right,
fault.
cool.
All right.
But I don't know what you talking about. What you said? So high?
Listen,
Yeah.
we'll sing it afterwards.
Yeah.
All right,
Don't check my vocal skills.
Duo.
But Rick Ross and Neo, that was my favorite
Alright,
one.
cool.
Matter of fact, the one on mixtape was John Legend.
Yes, no,
Yeah.
but no, actually, the one with the John Legend.
Get
I'm
jump
not-
into yo.
That's-
We
Come
getting too much time to find out what's going
We
on.
figure it out. We figure it out.
You know what I'm saying?
the one
figure
with
it
John Legend was on
Okay.
Port of Miami too.
All right.
I'm just saying, I got the facts.
All right, no
All
problem.
All right,
thank you.
the next
Appreciate
one
it.
is a pretty good topic. We're gonna go right into transparency versus honesty.
I guess we'll start this one too.
Yeah,
No, I'm not gonna let you start this one. I'm gonna go
All right,
right
cool.
to. I'm gonna go right to Stewart. Don't worry, K-Son, your topic is next. You're gonna have to leave, boy.
Don't worry, I got it. Don't worry
Right
about
now,
it.
we going to the experts too.
My goodness, this guy's here.
This guy is crazy.
Yo.
He's just dangling you. Going like,
What's? Tell me about it. Transparency versus honesty.
To be honest with you, just
there you go.
you just whatever they ask you answer. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
So
again,
it's honesty.
It's
Yeah.
honesty. I prefer it's honesty. Like, you know, if you really want to know something, I'll tell you. I'll be honest about it with you. I don't have no problem telling you whatever it is that you want to know. But at the same time, do I have to be transparent with everything? No, because I don't know you. I don't know after I finish texting you. I don't, like, I'm just saying, in real conversation, if you just start talking to a person and we texting, you may be like, oh, she corny, right? I don't want to, why I'm giving foretelling so much information, or I don't know if we're going to hit it off or not. So for me to be so forthcoming and so honest with you, it doesn't really make sense to me at the end of the day. Now, if I feel like we really have something, we have a connection, then I could tell you and be transparent with everything that you really want to know.
Well,
Okay, K-Son.
I would say for me, it all depends on the person I'm dealing with. Like to piggyback off what Stu said, yes, if you're just a person I'm just meeting, I don't have to tell you. I even got to be honest with you in all reality, because I just met you. I don't know you. Don't get me wrong. Honesty is what's going to lead it. But now, if I see you as a potential partner, I'll be transparent, because if you're transparent enough, she won't really question too much of anything, because you're forthcoming with your information.
Right.
Nothing has to be asked, because you know what? He told me what it was before the question was asked. So if you're transparent enough, the honesty is already built in all reality, because if you always tell your partner what it was going on, oh, me and Stu going out, whatever, now I'm saying, but Shirley may be there from the job and this, that, and the third. I'm just saying though. No,
You're doing too much, bro.
no.
This
no.
is
but
why I
you
brought it up.
know
This is
why?
why I brought it
Nah,
up.
do you know why?
Yeah,
Because
finish it up.
if you're going out with someone, it is a small world. All it takes is for someone to say, "Hey, yes, I seen you with Stu, but why was this girl hanging around y'all too much?" Then that leads to a question, because the fact that you didn't, even though you knew she was going to be there, if you knew she was going to be there, you could just say, you know, a female coworker is going to be there. So now if someone happened to see you, it's a small world. The question will be asked. And I hate questions.
Listen, if you're going out to a public place, let's be for real. Like, there's going to be other sexes there.
No, it's a difference.
But what's the difference?
It's a
there other women out
no,
there?
no.
Like my man all said.
No, it's a huge difference, because one thing, if you just happen to see them, that's one thing. If you know she's
Bro,
going
do
to
she
be
know
with
you know
you,
Shirley, bro?
I
Do
said
she know you
coworker.
know Shirley?
At the end of the day, she's going to know now.
Can I
Shirley
fix
going to
this
be
for
there.
you? Can I fix this for you? Can I help you better explain it? Let me say.
You don't need no help.
Listen.
I know what I'm doing. Come on,
That's debatable. I'll show you the other side of things, right? So
I don't want to see it.
the audacity of someone to believe that I'm supposed to know what's in your head.
That's the problem.
The audacity
That's
to
the
think
problem.
that I need to explain every last relationship I have with everybody I've ever had. You do not get 100% of your partner. You don't get access to the type of person that person is with their best friend. You have no idea who she is when she's with her homegirls. You have no idea who she is at work. I'm not saying that those are different people, but the truth is we don't have access to that information. So to say that automatically I should know what you need to know and I should be forthcoming with that information is just, it's a crazy person's thoughts. You don't get 100% access to a person. Anybody who asks for it is just a crazy person.
Ask pretending to what? Because if you're forthcoming, it just let them know. Okay,
No,
boom,
you don't hang up
XYZ,
the
yeah.
phone. You don't hang up the phone with your best friend and go, "Can you believe?" and run down the entire conversation. That's not what happens. You get the surmised the summary version of what that thing is. At work today, this is what happened. I ain't gonna lie, I was gonna twist somebody's wig off last night because, you know, and then that's the
old people talk.
That's the
Twisting somebody wig off.
Twist somebody
right
wig
off.
off.
Right? We knock his koofy off. Right? Summary
Right.
of that conversation. But you don't have access to that actual conversation. So in no case do you have access to 100% of anybody.
Well, you might as well just put in a group chat with you then, man, with all your boys group chat.
But
That's
you know
what you
what
might as well do.
But you know what?
If you really
Yeah.
want to be, if you really want to be transparent, put in a group chat with your homeboys.
Transparency doesn't mean a whole list of what you're gonna do. It's just like, okay,
Hold on, what you about to leave out is exactly what you want to know. So it does.
No.
Explain to me how you being 100% transparent with your partner.
100%. transparent. I'm going out with X, Y, Z, D, and mind you, really, in no reality,
You just sat there and said I was going out with Wendy because Wendy going to be the co-worker going to be
At
there.
the end of no. That's literally a stamp. Okay, I'm going out with me, Stu, and Shirley. The end. Oh, okay, that's it. Literally.
So who's Wendy?
I don't know.
I forgot her
Is Wendy with Shirley? It's a 2-on-2.
It's a random coworker.
I forgot
Yeah,
her
you
name
should've
was
been
Shirley.
honest
about it.
Yeah,
Shirley,
yeah,
come on,
yeah,
come
my
on,
So
fault.
clearly I wasn't being honest.
I'm just saying. It's not a laundry. It's not a laundry list of what's going on. It's just okay. Because if you're being transparent, you're just letting your partner know X, Y, or ABC. The X, Y, Z, and all that shit. Okay, that's literally to okay. Well, I had some calamari. I had chicken wings. No,
Come on, man.
well,
You ain't doing all
I'm
that.
not
Come
saying
on,
no,
bro.
Killing me right
Yo,
now, bro.
got to be kidding
you guys
me.
are not
Killing me.
listening. You guys are not listening. I'm saying
I'm listening to you
No,
saying
you're
that
not.
you got to explain
No,
calamari.
I didn't say that. I said I'm just letting her know I'm going to be here with XYZ. I'm not saying okay. I'm going to say I had calamari. No, I'm just saying.
So why did you say you would say it?
No, listen. They're not listening. I said it's not like I'm going to tell her every detail of X, Y, and Z.
Okay.
I'm just saying I'm going out with Stu and Shirley. Did that, and third, and that's it. That's transparent. That's what transparency actually is. It's not letting her know your exact move or what you did. I know. It's like, yo, I'm going out.
Save us, Kush.
This, that, and the third.
Save us, Kush. Save us, Kush. What is it? Honesty versus transparency. Where
I
we
think
at?
that you have to be honest with your mate.
Absolutely.
I think you're transparent with people you're dealing with. I don't think you need to be transparent with your mate. I don't think there's no reason to be transparent with your wife or your committed girlfriend. You're only asking for problems.
Save me. This motherfucker. I said save me, Kush, is what I said. I said save this.
Oh, because transparency when you're jazzing around, right? When you're out in the street and you're Jezebeling, transparency saves everybody from getting punched in the face, ran up on, text messages being read, unnecessary foolishness. So transparent when you're in a situationship is very pertinent. Honesty.
Okay, that makes sense.
I don't think you need to be transparent with your girlfriend, wife, husband, spouse. There's a lot of things said and done on a day-to-day basis that they don't need to know. Transparency is not relevant in committed relationships.
I don't agree with that, but
I hear you. I understand how most people out there in the universe is going to feel the same way. But I feel like transparency and conversations are only going to lead into confrontation.
That's true.
If Stu goes outside and everybody in this room agrees right now, that Stu looks nice and he
Thank
looks
you. I
good,
appreciate
right?
it, my
You know what
brother.
I'm saying?
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. God bless.
Peace.
always.
Right? If somebody thinks
So
that
if
you
my
look
suit-
good, right? It would be foolish for him to be dating to think that she's the only person in the world that thinks you're handsome, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
That
at
is
the end
true.
of the day,
That is true. Say
there's
it
going to
again,
be
brother.
other people to think that only he is handsome. I said it twice. It's not a retake, right? So at the end of the day, you'd be foolish to think that there's not going to be other girls that are going to talk to him. Now it's his job to
Manage it.
to manage that thing, and vice versa. If you think your girl is cute, if you think your girl is a baddie, so does everybody else.
But that's not.
So
transparent.
I don't
That's
need
like-
her transparently saying, "Hey, yo, the dude that works 2 things down from me that she's not annoyed by, right? She enjoys the attention, but she's deflecting it. Continues to hit on her every day. Is buying her coffee. Is trying to like whatever, and she's fending it off her own way. She's doing her own thing. She does not need to tell me that, because now I'm uneasy." Thinking that when you go to work, that you at work just getting ass. When ultimately you're getting attention that you may enjoy, that you're deflecting, but you know, he's buying you coffee, you know, your sushi's free. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad.
Well, if you go in there, pick me up. You know I ain't gonna make you pay.
But
Do I need that? Do I need to be at work
Kush-
sitting there like, this dude like 2 sushi rolls away from my wife? Gucci.
but Kush, do you, this guy?
I know this heifer not.
No, but Kush, like,
Fair.
but see, transparency is one thing, and transparency is one thing I see right now. Okay, you could be transparent about certain things, about certain little aspects.
Then that's not transparent.
Nah, it's definitely transparent.
No,
because-
that's like I'm telling the truth about certain things.
Nah,
Then
but
you're a liar.
but transparency.
You're admitting.
No, but
Omitting is a
transparency-
lie.
But transparency, to say, this shorty try to talk to me, she don't need to know that, because in all reality, why am I telling her that particular part? The transparency is on certain topics. Like, okay, I'm gonna go back to the same topic. Me, Stu, and my coworker going out. That's transparency, because you know what it is. I'm gonna be outside. My day to day.
I agree with you in that aspect. I agree with you in that aspect, but when you go to the next level, because the transparency within itself, when you have to be honest, you have to look in the mirror, you have to be honest with yourself. When you're being transparent, you're either being transparent or you're not. And you can't be kind of transparent. Kind of transparent is lying.
Nah.
And here's the thing.
Okay, tell me.
Here's the thing too. Here's where the trap comes in, because the day after you, Stuart, and that random coworker goes out, right?
Right.
She's gonna ask you for $160, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, I just went out last night. I ain't got it," right? And then you gonna go. She's gonna go. Well, you should have been transparent about how much you spent last night. If that was gonna affect me tomorrow, then you should have told me, and I would have embarrassed myself.
Or she probably, oh well, you
spent it on
Shirley. Yeah, see.
Yeah. But
So the trap with that is if you subscribe to transparency.
okay, I definitely do.
Okay. Then the trap is there's always going to be something that you left out, and that editorial decision wasn't egregious, but it could be made out to be.
But see now, the flip side of that, if I don't say that I went out with X, Y, with all three of us, we went out, and then random somebody see that, hey yo, I seen K-Song with, now I'm left with questions. See, but at the end of the day,
But that would be honest.
But certain questions I'm okay with. Another question is like, so why did you tell me if you knew she was coming?
That I wouldn't. My different definitions. That would you being honest that you're outside with somebody else. That would be your level of honesty. When you're being transparent comes with a different level. Transparent is seeing through what your intentions and everything. You can't be that way with a spouse. You really can't because.
You could be working on a promotion.
Yeah, because you could be.
Why she could go? Why I can't go?
Yeah.
Now you don't open the can.
Be like, okay, then come then because being transparent about.
God.
I'm
You
just
said
saying,
come?
I'm just saying, but
Yo, we out here.
Yeah.
What's the next topic?
Get off of this train.
Yo, we out of here.
I'm gonna ask everybody
I am
out
not doing
there.
it.
Y'all make sure y'all clip this up really nice. I'm gonna ask everybody out there. Tell us, how do y'all feel? Transparency versus honesty. Are you transparent with your spouse? Are you transparent with your husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, lover?
They be lying.
Tell us if you transparency.
but
The new kids use acronyms.
That's not how it works.
That's not how it works. You
not
know,
how
you
they
devil for that.
Tomato, pepper pig, tomato. All right, high value man or high value person, right? That's how you like to phrase that.
High value.
We had a
low
long
functioning.
backstage conversation about this, even though there's no stage, but
Say
We got a green room.
Green room.
Green room.
only because Bika got on green.
I would say high value. In my opinion, high value in my era, high value is a person with integrity, a person that's self-aware, that knows when to apologize, that reads the room. And low functioning, for me, is someone that's when I could put a value to a low function, because they're high value people with great integrity, but they're just you could say that they're lazy about things. They don't put a lot of effort into anything that they do. So in this era, people attach high value with a dollar sign. And that just means you have more reach. That means you have more options. This generation attach high value with a dollar sign. All that means that you have more options. That means that you can get a lot more women that would.
Is that wrong?
Yeah, well, nowadays it's great for other women, but I would say for me and how I see what a high value man or woman is, as far as like integrity, things of honesty, things that makes you a great or top tier person, is how you carry yourself day to day without money. Because if you don't have the money, what are you then? Now you're a low value man with low functioning qualities. But you know what I'm saying? So, fellas, let me know your take on this.
Well, I say for this, I understand where you was coming from, and I agree with you partially. I say like a high value man. I think high value men, this term been thrown around for females to just have an excuse to do certain things with, for no regard, right? Mm-hmm. Because I have a level of comfort because now I get the nice car, I get the nice penthouse, or I get to fly out, or whatever it is, because this guy has the money to do that. And that doesn't equate to high value. It just means that I just got money to do certain things with you.
Right.
That don't mean I have intent for you. That don't mean that I'm really cared for you. Or that don't mean that I care about my own children or any of these things like that. So when we have these discussions about what's a high value man, like today, you got Tom Brady. Tom Brady got 7 rings. right? 7 championship rings. He is a sports announcer. He owns a piece of the Los Angeles Raiders, and his wife is having a baby by a jiu-jitsu guy. So like we gotta figure out what, like let's be for real. Like we would equate that to a guy that's up here on the top echelon of what society would say. Hey, this is what you're supposed to be. You the apex of your sport. You are a sports announcer. You on TV, and you own a piece of the team. Like
you're a goat, bro.
Come on, you're known, and you'll think that woman would understand. But like, hey, this is what I'm having right here. But yet I would leave that to go mess with somebody who's not even in the UFC or an MMA fighter, and he's a jiu-jitsu instructor, and you figure out like what correlates that, and it's just the fact that I guess that maybe the intent, maybe his intent is, hey, I'm here for you at this moment, and just solely for you to protect you, and I have longevity. Where as far as Tom Brady is up here, like, yo, I care for you, but I still have things that I want to accomplish, and I gotta understand where, well, you gotta understand where I'm not done yet. But whatever I want to do. So you got to pick and choose. I feel like most females just have to figure out where they want to land. If you want to land with the guy with the money who really don't care for you, and I'm not saying just guys with money don't care for you, but you got to find the intent, his natural intent. And if you know his natural intent, that's what makes him a high value man.
I think my grandfather was high value.
Yeah.
I think my grandfather was extremely high value. He had a home, he had a car, he had 5 children. He had to respect the people around him. I don't think there was a dollar sign attached to that. I think it wasn't even accomplished with like true dollars and cents of what was earned over the course of a year. I think it was the respect that he garnered when his kids went down the street and we made it back safe, right? Like in our neighborhood, knowing, oh, you so-and-so boy, oh, you so-and-so grandson, you getting big, boy. That respect that you get from that, and I think that's what it boils back down to. And that's why we have a problem with the story that you just told about Tom Brady, is because that gets not just by other people, but when you start to weaken the strength of your family, I think that drops your value. And I don't mean just separations, but being there every day, knowing that, oh no, that's a solid unit. You protect your children by being a solid unit to the school. So that kid is never being asked to come after school for late nights because we need to, because you could tell that person is lacking affection. Like those kind of things I value as high. But all jokes aside, like I'm not going to argue with the internet. I don't have no money. I don't have enough money to be high value. Right? I'm not going to
always on sale.
Yeah.
But however, the person who started this all,
Five Below,
was my man Kevin Samuels. God bless the dead. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know how that cross go. I'm not.
No, I got you. Go ahead.
We can hear you.
But when he was out there promoting that, there was a video that came out where he drove a raggedy BMW that leaked oil, that his neighbor was recording him, where he had the cardboard under the car to keep it from leaking onto the ground, and then he threw the cardboard away. And I'm going to report the fact that you ain't even throw. And at the same time, he's beefing with a bunch of women and a bunch of men about how he's high value and how high value men, or even arguing for high value. He didn't even qualify himself at the time of doing the videos.
But I would say this, right?
So he started a whole bunch of mess for nothing.
No, I don't think he started a whole bunch of mess for nothing. What I will say is this, right? When you are looking for a certain particular mate and you want that particular mate, you have to understand what comes with that particular mate, right? Especially if you have a man that is doing well for himself. What he was saying is like, yo, most women, they want this, but you don't understand what comes with it, right? We said here and saying, like Kush said before, like I can go out and say, hey, I'm a very attractive man. Women are gonna want to come up to me, right? Can you deal with the fact that your mate, the mate that you are dealing with, has a
following,
a following, or the options greater than you because of his financial means? And that's what he was saying. Because females would come up to say, I want this, this, and this, and this. He's telling you, you don't want that. You should want a man, like I said before, that's going to value you and is going to be able to do things, treat you right, and put you forward in his life. Not sit here saying you should go after the bag, because maybe you may not look at the part to go for the bag. It could be that.
Yeah, but when he started it off of the narrative that there was a criteria that you could meet
Right.
that had nothing to do with the character of my grandfather. So it always was a contradiction to me. It
Because
wasn't
because that's what they was asking for.
Because
no woman
No,
went
no,
up there.
no. Absolutely.
But you know what?
But the phrase is the thing that I'm challenging.
Right.
The challenging
Okay.
the phrase of high value man, and the reason why I'm challenging it is because I don't know how we got here where value was defined by
Money.
dollars and cents.
But you
Because
know what it is?
females
But-
wanna have a
because-
reason to do
exactly.
stuff-
But you know
do
what it
stuff
is?
for a little bit of change.
But I would say social media.
highly sought, highly
Social media
Yeah.
played a part to that
Right.
changing of high value. High value. They butchered that term because, like you said, Kevin
It was
Samuels
invented out of spite.
No. See, you remember when Kevin Samuels? You said Kevin Samuels, whatever. He had a BMW with oil leaking out. He considered himself a high value man still, not because of that, because of his integrity, because of what he gives. At the end of the day,
His
so
integrity on camera. That's what I'm trying to
But
tell
you know
you.
what? That could, and that's another thing too. You got to be careful when we say something or somebody sends something. You never know at that moment. I may be like go through a little financial crisis because I'm invested in this or I'm doing certain things in my life, and maybe my money's a little tight right now. But once I get my money right, I'm gonna take care of whatever I need to take care. That's life, because life is lifing, right?
Yeah.
That could be a situation where life is lifing for him at that moment, because remember, he said he was married, he got 2 divorces. You don't know if he gave his money up, how much money he gave, so now he got to start all over again. So you never know when you catch a person at a particular point and someone brings that point up to somebody, but you don't know what was going on around that time. So we have to be very mindful of that. So that's because you are high value. We all gonna go through. You could be rich. And you could go through a financial crisis. You know what I'm saying? So you could be making money. You could be like, oh, damn, I'm popped today.
But I'm gonna ask you guys the question, right? What lasts longer? Someone's values, and I mean after they pass. What lasts longer? Their values as an individual, or their money? Right?
It depends on how much money you
No.
have.
I said after
your value could change.
No.
You could be dead.
You got
You could be dead.
you got on understanding. Because you're not understanding, right?
I answered the way you didn't like it.
No. Because their value as an individual. Now, once they die,
your value changes, bro. Because somebody else could tell you a story. It depends on who's telling your story.
Someone that knows you close, right? I'll be like, okay, Kush, he had money, but he was a.
But you could be broken and be the same person.
No. But
like some people didn't like my grandfather. Like that's serious.
No, but you know what? A lot of people
didn't like him because he was honest and he was blunt.
But at the end of the day, that still make him high value, because just because someone don't receive the information the way they want them to give, because a lot of people isn't going to sugarcoat.
So that goes back to saying what you're saying. Who's giving that statement, right? Because someone else could sit there and say, this man was the greatest man ever. He took care of me. He made sure I was right? Then someone else may say, like, he was a jerk, a complete jerk, because he didn't do what I wanted him to do. So you got to understand, when someone is making a statement about somebody that is no longer here, you got to see through the lens of where they're making a statement from.
You know what? I'm
so that's kind of hard to say that.
But
Hold on, before y'all do that,
okay.
I want you to, because it seems like all of us are off on what you're saying. Just take a moment and just tell me exactly what you mean by high value man, and where do you think this?
No. Like I said,
where we're getting it wrong.
No. From what I was particularly saying in the last statement I was just saying, when someone passes, right? Now, if 1 or 2 people say, okay, you know what, I'm gonna take it back to your grandfather. Everyone, let's say the whole town knew your grandfather was a good man, strong man, honest man, this, that, and the third, right? Broke or rich. When he passed, they're still gonna remember that, right? Now, if your grandfather just had the means, he sent you guys to the grade school, just had the means, but he lied, he cheated, he stepped on little people to get to the top. Now, mind you, that could be the face of business, but that doesn't make you a high value man as far as like your integrity goes.
John Gotti, I mean, the things that people do, we look up, not we, but as a society, we look up to gangsters and stuff, and they do the most heinous things you could possibly think.
Look
but
up
John
to what
Gotti's
family,
his family, and you could talk to any, like you watch any of the documentaries, some of the mobsters say like things about him, like, oh, they don't like him, or he was just that, but his power and his money and all that went a long way.
So, well, okay, now that
So it
make
all
him-
depends on. All thing I'm saying to you,
but that
I'm
make
not saying
him
you're
the-
wrong. I'm not
okay.
saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it depends on who's telling the story.
That's what I said. It just depends just the lens of where the person meets them at. Like I said, everybody has a different
Because
interpretation.
all four of us could be sitting here. I mean, but all four of us could be sitting here. We could be writing the story of Kush, but you may have a different interpretation than he does, and he may have a different interpretation than he does of me.
Because we ain't got 100% access. See how I come full circle?
Yo, let us know what y'all think in the comments.
yeah, yeah.
Let us know.
Let us know, yo.
Yeah.
4400.
We out.
Yeah. And we out here.